And I'll unmute myself. Hello. How are we all doing? Good evening, good evening. It is Sunday, the 29th of March. 2 nights in a row. Good morning, Sylvia. This is a better time before I start my week. I'm glad to hear it. It sets me off on the right path. What have you got plans for today? Anything exciting? Right. All my supplies are away in their rightful place, apart from the papers, which are waiting to be photographed for paper shares and whatnot. So I was planning to do that today, but it's my dad's birthday, so happy birthday to my dad. I spent the morning... Oh, I don't know why it's doing... I never know how I get a thumbs up on my screen. I have no idea. Spent the morning waking up later than I had planned to because the clocks went forward. Did a bit of housework, boring cleaning, and was on a bit of a mission with all of that this morning. Steve took the cat, so Sylvie was chipped and spayed. So she had a checkup this morning, but he booked it at 8:30 and hadn't ages ago, and hadn't realised that the clocks would be changing. So that was an early start for that. And then usual bits of shopping and stuff. And then we had everyone over for a roast dinner. So I did a chicken roast dinner and cleared away from that, and then may have had a short 40-minute nap. I sat down in the chair and just went... So yeah, very lovely Sunday. What have you all been up to? I have not done a dot of crafting today, but I get to do that now with you. So that is exciting. So I have pulled out the Beautiful Ordinary Life papers, which are these ones, which we looked at yesterday when we flicked through the papers. And I've pulled out a bundle of stuff which we might be using with it. I am very open to suggestions because my brain is not in gear with what to be making. Now, I did get a request from Eloise last night to make some flowers with the scallops dies. So these dies, the scalloped and bloom dies. So we can make that our starting point. That is those ones. So these are going to be new in the May to August catalogue. And then we can maybe go from there. Might make one card, might make two. Let's see. What have I got? I wonder if I've got... Some people's comments come up with little symbols and stuff. That's okay. I can see you all. I can see you there. Good evening to everyone joining. Right, let me pop the camera down and we'll make some decisions about papers. What papers to use? That is the question. Let's have a look and see. Okay, put that out of the way. Hello. Right, camera. Disc and base. Why is that not? Oh, it is turned on. I just had the cover over it. Oh, it's going well tonight, isn't it? Oh, all good fun. Right, I did prepare. So I pre-cut some scallops. That's the only thing I did. I pre-cut those scallops. I pre-cut the second one in, not second largest, the not the smallest, but the next one up. It's got the dotty stitching on it. So that was the one that I cut. And then I also cut some of these circles in gold foil. And so I've cut a few of them, and there is a little daisy flower. So we've got those kind of, and I thought they kind of went with this paper. They look a bit funky, don't they? They look a bit bold and funky. So maybe the stripy one. Love this. Oh, I'm finding it hard to choose which one to cut into, if I'm honest. I don't normally have this problem. I'm normally like, right, cut the paper, use the paper. That's fine. This was my other option, which was to go black and yellow, which I quite like. Maybe do a couple. There's this one, which has got some kind of colours on it. Decisions. Let's do the honeycomb yellow with the black ziggy zags. Oh, Lizzie said stripes. Lizzie commented stripes. Use the stripes. Let's do stripes. Should we do stripes with a little... Oh, what's on the back of it? Leaves. Should we use the leaves off the back? Let's do that. Now, but for a simple layout, we could just do a little 3x3 square. And then you can kind of offset those. I know you only get a little bit of the black line out the back of that. Just thinking that could look cute. Maybe I could offset that a little bit more or not. Have the stripes going two ways. Maybe only one square. Who knows? Let's get a piece of white. We need some leaves to go with this, don't we? So we need some chunky leaves. I might need a different black and white paper. I don't think that black and white is enough. It's not popping enough. The dots or the hexagons might be. Let's take that one. Might choose 3. I've gone slightly bigger, but I've maybe gone too big. It's tricky, isn't it? Tricky decisions. I do love a sketch when you're designing and your head's not necessarily in the space for creating. I wonder if we need to put a little bit of colour on the edge of those. Let's do a little bit of daffodil delight just on the, to give them a very small hint of yellow. Hopefully. Oops. Don't think it needs to be exact centre, but probably somewhere closer to the centre than that. I have, Mandy, thank you. I have had a nice weekend. It was my dad's birthday today, so we saw them. they came over for a roast dinner this afternoon. So that was lovely. And yeah, just a lazy Sunday, which was rather nice. And I'm not working tomorrow. I'm meeting up with a friend tomorrow and got a few bits of jobs and stuff to do. Not back in work till Tuesday, so that is rather nice. It's coming together. Guns squares. What leaves do we want on this? I pulled out I've got these leaves because I thought they were nice and chunky, so they might go with that nicely. These leaves are good with everything. The Nature's Symphony. There's these little leaves, which looks sweet. That kind of has got chunkier leaves, and then that one a bit too big maybe. That one I think is my favourite so far. I pulled that out thinking that maybe we could put a bit of texture on the background or some splatters or something as well, so that it wasn't completely plain. So maybe that one. The other option is to cut some leaves from that paper. That could look good. We could cut a few bits of those leaves. I might do that. Oh, hey Jackie. I've not been sneezing all day. Why is it when I come on a live, I suddenly need to sneeze? What is that? I don't know why. This time of night, I think. So this is the back of the stripy paper. Keep it black and white. This is a new paper, isn't it beautiful, Mandy? It is a new one from the May to August catalogue, and it's lovely colours. It's called Beautiful Ordinary Life, and it's got all of these lovely patterns in. Stella says pine tree pollen is travelling virtually. That could be it. That could well be it. Not go too close to the edges on this, but enough to cut around. And let's see. I had my lovely nail varnish on yesterday. It had to come off today because I was cleaning and stuff, and I chipped it, and then it had got worn with all the using scrubby brushes and what have you. But I'll put it back on tomorrow. Kind of had 3 or 4 of them chipped, and I thought I'm just going to take them all off and then I'll start again. I'm a bit hard on my nails when I wear a nail varnish, which is why I don't tend to wear them all that often. Oh, I like that with the black and white outline. I mean, it seems a crying shame to be cutting these stripes up because they're so beautiful. But it's worth it for the final look. Let's see. Put that on there. And then maybe one more. Do the, not all of that, but maybe that bit. And I did an unboxing yesterday, Mandy. I'm not sure if you were here for it. But on my YouTube, yesterday's live, I flipped through all of the new papers. So it was just over an hour long, going through all the bits and pieces, but it gives you a bit of a close-up of the papers. Lizzie says, looks great already. The colours are making me smile. Oh, bless your heart. They're fresh, aren't they? They're fresh, bright colours. Bit of sunshine. There, and then this last leaf bit. Now, I did have the birthday, but this is not going to go. It's too big. It's not going to go with it. Mandy says, I love an inbox. My colours arrived. Oh, exciting. Exciting. How lovely. Okay. We need a sentiment or something, and maybe a bit of something on the background, maybe some texture. I tell you what I did do. I got a lot of nearly an avalanche. I got a lot of the ephemera packs as Price Patrol. And if I kind of put them away, like I have put them away, but I've put them into, I had one of these containers for my sentiments that I cut out from the stamp and dies that we have or had. And I have popped out all my ephemera. I've taken out some of the dividers. So these have dividers that slide in and out. So you've got 6 like sections. I've kept the dividers to one side for being able to put them back in, but I've popped out all my sort of sentiments from the ephemera pack. They're birthday and celebrate ones, and they were other words from the same pack. And then there was 2 packs, one that was like a beachy one and one that was other stuff. One was like holiday beaches, flip-flops, there's a bike in there, there's watering cans, etc. But I thought, oh, I could like have them in there, and then I can flick through and see what I've got. Like there's little sunglasses to go with the things. Have a little banner to put your sentiment on. There's a starfish, hats, wellies, all sorts. So they were from the ephemera, but I thought that was a good way to kind of be able to rifle through and use them. And these go well with this kind of colouring. But in here, there might be a quick little win with either a bright yellow celebrate or more subtle. Oh, see, those dividers just slide into those little sections. Happy birthday. Or a yellow happy birthday. The yellow happy birthday might be for the win. That way around. I want the Lily of Valley. Yeah, me too. Both the embossing folders are on my list. I couldn't wait. I ordered the everything that was in the suite without using the suite code. And then what I've done is I've put myself on the email to let me know when the embossing folders are back in stock. So I'll get a ping notification, which is ever so handy if you're ever waiting for something to come back in stock and you don't want to keep checking in on it. Then be sure to put your name down on the email list and you'll get a notification. You have to do a double opt-in here in the UK. So when you click on the thing on the website that says let me know, it sends you an email, and then in that email you have to say yes, I want to be told about it, and that's every time you do one of those notification thingies, but it's worth it because then you don't have to remember to keep checking whether it's in stock or not, which is handy dandy. Let's do I want that? Do I want any splatters on the background is the question. Maybe some of these. We can alert each other. I know, exactly. Usually the signal goes up in some Facebook or another, doesn't it? It's back. We're usually all hanging for the same thing. I know those embossing folders will be popular for sure. The fern one and the floral one looks very pretty. Let's do. Got a few inky spots to bring a little bit of extra texture. Maybe up there as well. Oh, didn't go high enough. And like that. Just adds a little bit of texture to the background. Should we do a little bit on the paper? Dare I? I might do. Oh, right. Let's go there. Paul says, watch the unboxing, lots of fun stuff. I know. Might have over-purchased. I think a lot of people are really keen for a Lily of the Valley stuff. I purchased it. I really like it. I'm more than happy to do a class with it. I had contemplated using it for the retreat, but there's quite a few small little elements and stuff in there. So just in terms of volume of people and people you getting to stamp stuff on the day, I decided not to opt for that one. Right, I glue that one down flat. So I'm going to keep the stripes parallel to the straight, basically, keeping those. I was hoping for a. Were you hoping, Lizzie? Were you hoping for the Lily of the Valley for the retreat? Where there's the die cut long piece of that, it's very small flowers, and I thought either everyone's going to have to cut their own flowers, and therefore there would be quite a big queue, or it makes it quite a tricky one for cutting. No. She says yes. I need some bacon and toast. I know, what, for the fried eggs? Yeah. Retro flowers. Oh. Which way around shall I do that there? I'll put the leaves together. Kind of had it nicely laid out, and now I've zhushed it a bit funny. Why is 3 flowers so complicated? Why is that difficult? The papers are beautiful on the Lily of the Valley. There's going to be some beautiful stuff with it. It's a pretty one. I might put 2 down there actually and have the third one just there. I think we'll go with that. I'm going to go. There's a dimensional on the flower center, so I am going to go flat with that flower. And then that one there. And then maybe a little bit of white linen thread. And do a little extra double bow. And I could put that under the happy birthday there. And then I've got some metallic duvangles, the technical term for them. Adhesive back metallic gems. These have been around a while, but they're an oldie but a goodie. You've got silver, gold, and copper in here, so I'm going to use the gold ones and just add a few extra bits of bling into there. I didn't see any gold twine. I know, no gold twine. Oh, no. I'll have to wait till later in the year and hope that they put one in the September, December catalogue. They need to. Do like a gold twine, as you all know. All right, let's put that one safely away. Right, that's come together quicker than I thought. Should we make another one? What about making a similar card, but with maybe some, I could get the blends out. The new blends. Should we sit that on? What colour cardstock should we sit that on? Should we stick it on? Maybe some crisp cantaloupe. Pretty. Pretty. Let's do that. I could use that, but I could use the celebrate for another card. I could. Let's add that. Ooh. What about there. And I'll do my inside bit. While I remember. Put that in there. And maybe just a little 3. Do a little strip. That's always an easy inside, isn't it? Oh, nearly dropped it. There we go. One done. Put the gold centre to those flowers. They're fun. You can do obviously much more ruched flowers. You can take their scallops and like build them up. But that was just a very simple first kind of cut of them with those chunky middles. And you could get smaller middles by cutting out circles from elsewhere. There you go. Just a fun, fresh. That gold is sparkly. Sparkly. Right. Shall I grab the... This is crisp cantaloupe and barley blush. Shall we do similar? We'll do similar colourway, but maybe different layout. So shall we stamp something to colour? I'm going to go for the obvious, which is the Bloom Boutique. Although I don't know if I've got anything else. Any other suggestions for things to colour? We've got the lilies, ferns. Let's go with these. This flower and this little one. Now there are infill stamps for these. Don't have to colour. So I've already stamped that out. So you've got the infill impressions and then you've got the outline pieces. So I've taken this flower and then the little flower here. And just stamp in. How many do we think we want? 3? And then maybe 3 of those. 4 maybe. I'll do 5 just in case. Who knows? And then maybe we could go for the same look. We could go just black outline on the leaves. So I maybe won't colour the leaves. I'll keep them just as an outline. And then I will zoom you in. A bit too close. Are we focused? Is that all right? Are we good? So dark crisp cantaloupe and then light crisp cantaloupe and then barley blush and light barley blush is what I have there. So I'll just swatch out because I've not actually coloured with these at all. So that is crisp cantaloupe dark and then crisp cantaloupe light. And then Burley Blush and Burley Blush Light. So you're going to get a good combination. This is the set we're going to be using for the retreat, Sue. So this is, let me zoom out a little, it's a bit too close. This is called Boutique Blossom. So everyone will be receiving this set in their retreat kit, or obviously you can swap it out for something alternative. So if you're desperate to purchase this set sooner than the retreat, which won't be taking place till the 23rd of May, and you're a demo and you can pre-order, then you can always pick something else for swapping it out. But catalogue goes live at the beginning of May. Am I stamping on watercolour paper? No, just basic white, Stella. So just basic white. So this is then light crisp cantaloupe, just to blend those. And then I'm going to use dark Burley Blush. See how this blends out. You are going coral into pink. The crisp cantaloupe would be a lovely light version of the Calypso Coral. I need to have a play. I thought I'll stick to the Newing colours for now. And then we'll do a bit of Golden Glow. Golden Glow in the middle. So we've got I'm going to swap my view. I don't know to you whether it feels a bit blurry. I'm going to zoom in with a different zoom. Is that crisper? It might not make any difference to you, but nothing worse than it being blurry when I'm zoomed in. So let's just do crisp cantaloupe on these ones, just for quickness. I will grab my coral and do a little comparison for you, because I tend to mix Calypso Coral with Petal Pink a lot if I'm doing this sort of shade of corally colour. Mary says, I think this is sharp now. I think so. I think the image was a bit stretched before and it was a bit pixelated, whereas this is on a proper zoom. So I think it gives you a better view. And I'm just going to take the dark Golden Glow. I went Memento just because A, it was to hand on my desk, and B, I don't have an ink refill for the hybrid, so I was kind of being a bit cautious with where I'm kind of using it. I'm just using my Memento a little bit more until I can get my hands on an ink refill for it, but I can stamp some in the hybrid and show you. There's only a few flowers. I'm happy to do that. Right. And this is the dark cantaloupe again. do them all. Let's do them all the same. Go. So, I will grab. So that's Cantaloupe and Berry Blush. Let me just grab Coral, Calypso Coral, and Petal Pink. So Calypso Coral. That's Calypso Coral. Wow. That is light coral. And then I tend to blend that into, because that's what we have, Petal Pink into sort of light Petal Pink. So that's kind of my current blending. I tend to not use the dark Calypso Coral very much at all. I tend to use the light coral with the Petal Pink and blend that down. But the Petal Pink does dry softer, but actually if I took the light Calypso Coral, which is there, and then take the dark Cantaloupe, the Cantaloupe is actually darker on laying it on. There, it's interesting, isn't it, how that you've got that layer, which is dark Calypso Coral. Oh. Light Calypso Coral. And that's Cantaloupe going into it. It's an interesting mix. I didn't expect it to be either. It's funny, isn't it? Yeah. My pen is running out. And it's interesting when that lays down, it looks browner on camera. And then this softens. You just said the same, it looks brownish. It doesn't in person, I have to say. It looks like these look like they've got a browner tinge to them. I can see on the camera that they look definitely a browner shade than they are to my eye. They're a little bit dull. I don't know if the light, there you go. That's probably closer to what I'm seeing now. I've whacked a load of light on it. That picks up the pinkier look of it. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, interesting. That's my kind of I like the cleanness of the Barely Blush. I don't dislike a Petal Pink, but it is very orangey. It's got like an orangey tone to it. So yeah, I think I'm excited to see these in there. So that's light Cantaloupe. I might still have a little bit of Cantaloupe ribbon floating around somewhere in a stash in a cupboard somewhere. Do you remember we had the when we had Cantaloupe originally? For those who remember, some of you might be experiencing Crisp Cantaloupe for the first time. The Crisp Cantaloupe came with Coastal Cabana, baked brown sugar, pistachio pudding, and pretty strawberry slush. And there was elasticated ribbon, like a frilly, stretchy, elastic ribbon. And I think I've still got some of that. I've definitely got some pistachio pudding ribbon floating in a box somewhere. Any ribbons that retire that I kind of keep, I put my ribbons in boxes in colour order. My current ribbons sit beside me on my desk. And then if I've got like a bolt of ribbon that retires, it just goes in the green stash or the blues or the reds or the pinks. And I tend to keep them like that for, I don't know, using for present tying and other bits and bobs. So, Oh, Stella says 2007 at Crystal Cantaloupe. I still have some of the thick twine. Yeah. Heather says, I love Barely Blush. Been using it in scrapbook kits this evening that has all new in colours. Ooh, nice. Oh, I saw your, just before I came on, I flicked on Facebook. Heather, isn't that annoying? Heather thought she'd placed the order for the 5 in colour ink pads and they didn't make it into the basket. I see you've rectified it. So yes, they I was labelling them up last night on the on my unboxing. So I've gone with a label on the front and then one on the inside of the pad was my decision. So hopefully they won't take too. The orders have been coming quick, so hopefully they won't take too long to get to you. So sad. You make yourself, you can distract yourself with a pretty scrapbook kit though. It's fine. It's all good. Okay. I'm going to leave the leaves black and white. So I'll jump back out. Let me come in there. I'll grab my dies for these because there are dies, so why not? So these are the dies. And we've got a mini. Whoa. Zoom zoom. Oh, the pine green. Oh, yes. Beautiful. New pine green. I think they will. I'm sure they will. They'll be working hard to get those orders out. I had a couple of bits that were out of stock that I got a notification to say they're back in stock, and I was like, "Oh, do I wait for the first or do I order them?" I was like, I think I'm going to order them because actually, if I get to the first and they've gone back out of stock, I will kick myself. So I did order a little order again. Just this evening, so we'll see how quickly that comes. Right, top for this. And lids. Oh, Mandy says mine was stuck in Frankfurt along with most of the UK demos. We'll all be happy tomorrow. Yes, there'll be a little collective sigh of relief when everyone's orders turn up. Excuse me. I don't know what is with my sneezing tonight. I'm going to go and take a antihistamine after this. Excuse me. Right. That one. This flower. I'm tempted to cut those little ones out, but there is a die. This is the advantage of watching me on replay. You can fast forward this bit. You can make me zoom things through the die cut machine quicker than on the live. On the live, you've just got to wait. Sorry. Nearly there. That one. These are pretty flowers. I mean, I do love a flower. But colour. Sue says mine originally due tomorrow. Yeah, I think possibly gonna. You never know. Sometimes it sort of moves and then moves back again, doesn't it? We'll see. Maybe just being tricksy. This is a little tricksy one to. I've gone round and round and round. There? No. There. Maybe? There? Why is this so difficult? There. There we go. Bingo. I've done it once. Let me put a little Sharpie pen. Then I grab what colour pen should I get? Green. Oh, there we go. I put a little Sharpie on that little corner. So where the little, I've zoomed out too much now. I'll show you on this where the little wibble is on that leaf is the dot on my die. So I've put a little Sharpie marker on that, and so I know that I can aim for that every time that I'm lining that up, rather than turning it around and turning it around and turning it around in circles. Are there ugly flowers? I don't think so. I'm yet to find one. Even weeds are generally pretty, aren't they? Like daisies and dandelions. Whoop. Line that one up to the wiggle. That one pop, it did. That one, and then last one. Hopefully. That one. Oh, Maddie said I had the most trouble. Yeah. If it takes forever and ever and ever, it can get really frustrating, can't it? So I think once you've lined it up, find some kind of way of identifying how to recreate that. There. Okie dokie. So we've got our flowers. We just need a little bit of the striped paper. I might go longer stripe this time. So let's, and maybe, that's 14 and a half. We could maybe go down the page, which is what I was thinking, rather than a square again. 14 and a half tall. That'll do. Maybe. And then give it a little torn edge. I tend to tear towards me so that you then can sort of get the white top, and just gently ease that off so you can then get not too much of a you just it off, it doesn't give you such a nice edge. We'll go with the same papers, but just different layout. How much of that do we want showing? Maybe that, something like that. So I cut, that'll be the inside of the card. Let's glue them together. And I've got a little bit of an overhang on that. It must be just slightly taller. So I'm just going to trim that off. Now, I don't think I want that popped on dimensional, so that's just going to get glued onto the edge. I'm going to dig that Celebrate back out, I think. Let's go. Do our twine going that way? Do a bow. Oh, it was funny. We went out for brunch the other morning, went to the garden centre where I hold my classes, and the manager guy saw me queuing up for food, and he came over to me rather quickly and went, "Are you booked in today?" I was like, "No, you're sorry, you can relax. I'm not here for crafting. I'm just here for brunch." And he was like, "Oh, phew." I was like, "But I am here on Good Friday though, so please can you make sure that the room is ready for us? So I will see you on the 3rd. But yeah, he looked a bit panicked. He kind of bravely came over and was like, please tell me you're not here for crafting today." It's like, "No, just for breakfast." Yeah, he looked rather relieved. I think I'm just going to go for it. I think I'm going to grab some dimensionals and just start sticking them on. Let's grab that Celebrate sentiment. Grab that back out. So this is from the ephemera. So these have got like sticker back. So if you want to stick it, you can. But I'm going to pop it on. I'm going to pop it on dimensionals. It's just a slight little notch where it's popped out of the packet. Should we have that there? And then I'll just work around it. That'll be fine. We'll do one there. Then we can get our mini flowers in there, and our mini dimensionals, and our good old glue dots. So let's do glue dots on the leaves. And then let's do, could do glue dots on these. I think mini dimensionals might work better. Let's do mini. tucked underneath. Don't hide too much of that sentiment. We've got 5 of these, so where should I put this one? Up top, I think, up here. Can't bring myself to splatter. Oh, I tell you what, I do have the gold. I do have the Gold and Glow glitter pen. I didn't show you that in the unboxing yesterday because I ordered the virtual album retreat. It is not the reason I bought the virtual album retreat, but it definitely pushed me over the edge. This virtual album retreat is jam-packed with stuff. And you get, I'm going to get the glitter thing out first and then I'll show you. You get the Golden Glow shimmer. You get the white gel pens. You get some linen thread. I've got stamp sets and things in there, which I'll show you in a minute if you'd like to see them. Let's have a little look. These were not available on the pre-order. So, like the Wink of Stella, twist off the brush end and remove this white ring so that the stuff can then flow through into the pan. Give it a good shake. Have I not opened that yet? I know, I've been busy. Oh, I know. This should have been the first thing I opened. Like, right. Let's have a look. Squeeze. So it's got little push things here. It says push. So you'll push down into the barrel. And you can see it. You can see it starting to come down into the nib. Ooh, look at that. Now it will be at my fingertips. I know. Oh, so exciting. Let's, oh yes. Gonna need lots of these. This is my replacement for gold twine. This is making me happy. Let's, a little splattering. Oh, perfection. Love that. So you can get those shimmer brushes in all of the new in colours. Not yet, but you can. Coming soon. Oh. And that's on the brush. Do some lovely stripes. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Look at that. Oh, glitzy. Glitzy. Man says I need that brush. I know. I need more than one of them, and I need them in all the colours. So good. Just when you go to use them, like we said, make sure that you hold the cap, but give it a good shake to get the glitter going in all the colours. Yes. Oh, so good. So I have just splattered that, but the gold one gives you lovely. Let's get that into focus. Hoping that picks up. I think it has. You can see the gold. Kids in a candy store. I know. So exciting. I mean, yeah. I'm going to use the rose gold kind of coppery colour, actually, gems, because I think it goes beautifully with the crisp cantaloupe. So I think it goes stunning together with that. So there you go. Let's put that onto a little card base. I've got the other half of the crisp cantaloupe card. I zoomed in all the splatters. I know, so good. Wink of Stella came in many colours. I'll have to dig them out. Yes, we had a gold Wink of Stella once. I loved that. It was a different kind of gold to this one, but it's so good. And obviously, if you've got clear Wink of Stella, you can mix it with colours. But this is a, I don't know. They did explain there was a slight difference. It's, yeah, someone who was paying more attention than me. I just went all sparkles. I wasn't paying attention to the scientific information on it. That's a bit squint, but that's the beauty of Tombow. Give it a little wriggle. I've got a bit of paper that was left as an offcut. Golden Glow versus Wild Wheat. Yeah, I think Golden Glow is more like a. You remember Delightful Dijon or more mustard? Like it's a lighter, more mustard, rather than a. I'm not going to say Wild Wheat was a dirty yellow, but you know, some people might think that. I'm not saying it was. I like Wild Wheat. There. So we've got the same inside, different card, different look, a few new products, beautiful paper. And I got my shimmer brush out and gave that a little run out. There you go. That is some new papers. I've done a little inside with the black and white. This floral is what I'm going to be using for my summer retreat. So that's available on my website now. The online version is available all around the world. And the kits are obviously open if you would like kit by post. And if you are able to venture to this part of the world, then it is open for in-person places as well. So yeah, the paper for if you joined later was Beautiful Ordinary Life, and if you'd like the number, it is 167553, and that is all of those beautiful black and whites and pastel-y kind of patterns in there. So there you are. Thank you very much for joining me for my weekly live. I did an unboxing yesterday, so if you go back onto my YouTube account, if you weren't there with me and you would like to see an unboxing, and if you enjoy watching those, then that is on my YouTube live videos, so you'll be able to catch that as well. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, what's left of it. Enjoy your week. I've got a day off tomorrow, so it doesn't feel like Sunday night, and I will be back with you next weekend. Have a lovely week, everyone. Take care. Bye for now.